Hello children, good morning. I am Kameshwari. Already I explained you two lessons in geography part. In the lesson environment, our neighborhood, what are located, those are all things we discussed in the first lesson. Second lesson, I taught you the inside the earth. How many layers are there? What are those three layers? Mantle, crust, core. These are all things. Now I am sitting here to teach the third lesson in our geography part, our changing earth. We are all living on this earth. The place where we live, the place where we play, the place where we construct the buildings, everything on this land. First, I focus on the word lithosphere. Lithosphere, the rocky area on the Earth's surface, is called lithosphere. The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as lithospheric plates. In the last lesson, I explained you the continental drift theory. What is meant by continental drift theory is the continents all are formed the one big continent by one big continent that is called Pangaea. It was said by Alfred Wegener. I said these are all things in the last class. One continent is one plate. These plates slowly moving on the earth. That is said by our by Alfred Wegener, continental drift theory. These plates move around slowly. The speed of these lithospheric plates is a few millimeters each year. You did not observe the moving of these lithospheric plates. Why these plates all are moving? The reason is this is because of the movement of the molten magma inside the earth. In the third layer of the earth core, the molten magma is there. That molten magma is burning in a circular shape. At the time, what happened upon that molten magma, these lithospheric plates are there. That's why these lithospheric plates are moving the earth. Next, children, earth does not change. The earth is changed by some of the forces inside the earth. What are those forces? How the earth affects from those forces? Let us discuss now. Some of the forces act inside the earth. Those forces are called endogenic forces. Some of the forces work the surface of the earth. Those forces are called exogenic forces. Inside the earth, forces are called endogenic forces. Out surface of the earth, forces are called exogenic forces. Again, endogenic forces are divided into two types. What are those two? Are sudden forces, disastrophic forces. Sudden forces, these forces comes suddenly. Earthquakes, volcano, landslides. These three are the examples of sudden forces. Disastrophic forces example is building mountains. Exogenic forces, erosional and depositional. Erosion, what is the meaning of erosion? Means washed away. Deposition means you deposit something there. What are the agents of exogenic forces? Are river, wind, sea waves and glaciers. Next, I want to explain a volcano. Volcano, what is meant by volcano? Means a volcano is a vent in the crust surface, earth surface, earth crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. Volcano. It is a word derived by Roman word Vulcan. What is the meaning of Vulcan is god of fire. Volcano. See this picture, children, carefully. Here it is a volcano. Under the crust layer, just beneath the crust layer, all the minerals are formed in magma. That is the mantle, and sometimes it comes into the mantle layer. It wants to comes out of the earth's surface through vent. The red color one pipeline is appears to you, that is vent. Through the vent, that molten magma comes out of the earth's surface. The opening part of the volcano is crater. The opening part of the volcano on the earth's surface is called a crater. Through this crater, so many ashes, gases, all are comes out of the earth's surface. It destroys the surrounding areas. When the molten magma comes out of the earth's surface, it becomes cool. That is called lava. This is about our volcano. Next, you come to earthquakes. What is meaning of earthquake? The sudden vibrations of earth are called earthquakes. Earthquake, when the lithospheric plates are moved, the surface of the earth vibrates. When the lithospheric plates all are slowly moving, at the time the surface of the earth vibrates, shakes. The vibrations can travel around the earth. These vibrations are called earthquakes. The place where the crust, where the movement starts, is called the focus. The starting point of an earthquake is known as focus. The origin of the earthquake is called focus. The place of the surface above the focus is called epicenter. The place on the surface above the focus is called the epicenter. The place on the surface above the focus. Now I will show you the picture of the earthquake. See here. It is the starting point of the earthquake, that is called focus, origin of the earthquake. This is the where the earthquake occurs. The starting point of the earthquake is focus. Above the focus is epicenter. Epicenter. From the epicenter, the waves travel for the distance. Travel to the long distances. The severe damage occurs in the surrounding areas of the epicenter. The damage is also decreasing to far away the epicenter. This is about our earthquake. How the earthquake will come? First, some of the waves are coming slowly one by one. There are three types of earthquake waves are there. Those are P waves, S waves and L waves. P waves, primary waves, longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves are primary waves are P waves. Next, S waves. S waves are transverse waves and secondary waves. Transverse waves and secondary waves are S waves. Next, L waves. L waves are surface waves. L waves, surface waves, low waves. Primary waves. First, the primary waves comes from the starting point of the earthquake, epifocus. Those waves are coming up and down, up and down. After that, S waves are coming like the dash. in this shape the waves are coming, that is those are called secondary waves. The L waves, love waves, are these two waves connect one to another, form the L waves. These waves noted the measured on the surface of the earth. That's why these waves are called surface waves. L waves, the shape of L waves are first one side, once time up and down, second time like this. So these waves are these are the types of waves in earthquake. I will show you some of the waves pictures children see, like a dash P waves. Next some up and downs are there, those are the L waves. Here dash waves are also there, up and downs also there, these are the L waves. Next, how to measure the earthquake? Yes, an earthquake is measured with a machine called seismograph. Earthquake affected, earthquake came on this earth, so many things destroyed a lot, buildings collapsed, roads damaged, so many people died. After that, you measure the earthquake using the machine that is called seismograph. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. Richter scale is a map, you know very well. The seismograph measured, that measured value you magnitude on the Richter scale. If the Richter scale shows you 1 or 2, it is very less, can be felt only a little earthquake came, but don't be bothered about that. An earthquake over the 5 can cause damage from things falling. Some of the things fall down in your houses. It is also not much. 6.0 or above the 6.0, its magnitude, it is considered a very strong and severe earthquake. 7.0 is classified as a major earthquake. It is a massive earthquake. Such type of earthquake had come in our India in the year of 2001, January 26th. That earthquake hit the in Gujarat state, one place, Bhuj. Roads damaged, so many people died. The government declared that is a red zone area. Next, so many people of India helped that state, like food items, whatever may be. It is very important for that. Why? Because you reconstruct anything in our India, but human beings, you could not replace them. That's why you should follow some of the precautions. What are the precautions you have to follow? What is the safest place is, while the earthquake is coming, little shakings are coming inside of earth. What do? Immediately you come out of your house. Open area is the safest place for you. After some time later, you go inside. Immediately you should not go inside of our houses. Why? Because few minutes later, definitely those buildings will fall down. After that, these are the pictures of seismograph and Richter scale. It is the mission, it shows you some of the measures. Those measures you magnitude on the Richter scale. On the Richter scale, here you see total 9 points are there. If it is 6 up to 5, you don't be bothered about that. After 6, 7, in Gujarat state, Bhuj earthquake measured on the Richter scale nearly 7 points. So that is our lesson in this topic, inside the earth. Tomorrow, the next topic, our major landforms, I will explain you tomorrow. And here the children, the Bhuj earthquake is given, some of the events are given in your textbook. You read those are all events one by one and you rearrange those are all sentences in a sequence order, and draw the diagrams of the seismograph and Richter scale also, and draw the pictures of some of the volcano, earthquake, and read the keywords of in this lesson. Thank you watching this video.